heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So off we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
This guy, Franck Kessié, is a player, Peter, who really seems to have found his place. He's been described as the complete midfielder, with physicality, energy, quality, protecting his defence, and he plays an important hand in moves forward. You really can't be asking for much more than that.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Round goes for the header! Goal! Germany! And Germany are in front. Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Yeah, a diving header is always a pleasurable sight, and that was just about perfect.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Ndika. Fofana. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And here's Ahmad. Doué. Hit into the middle. Up he goes! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Doué. And it's Fofana. Kessié. Doué. That's very neat. It'll be a throw-in. And a shot!
Ivory Coast definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Kimmich. Tar. Kimmich. Rudiger. Moved on forwards. Adeyemi. Oh, red, nice interception. Kessié. Doué. And here's Ahmad. Ahmad. Sané. Sané forwards and with intent. Doué making good progress on the right-hand side. Doué. Danger averted for now. And a play for a throw. Fofana. Gnabry. Tar. Kimmich. Adeyemi. Calmly anticipates. Doué. Nice control. Looks across and plays it in. And he's there to clear it. Cleared without complication. Sané could move up a gear here. Raum. Sané. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Goretzka. Gross. Kimmich. Tar. Gross shifted upfield. Adeyemi lobbed in behind. Ndika gets it clear. Gnabry. Oh, such a clever touch. Adeyemi. Lovely bit of skill. Now it's Kimmich. Referee has just said play on. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ahmad! No, not quite.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Kosunu wins the duel this time.
Kleindienst really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Fofana. Proves too strong. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Kessié. Here's a chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cleared away. Raum with the clearance. And they've got a throw. Ahmad's cross. Tar can get it clear. Kessié.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Gnabry. That's a little off target. Baumann sends that a long way. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Ahmad. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's through, it's one, he's having a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Kleindienst certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Realm. And it's played forward. Does really well to win the ball there. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Spread out to the left. That is a brilliant interception. Ahmad. Fofana. Chance for a shot! He's got away with one there.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. Okay, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Rudiger, played over towards the opposite flank. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And it's Fofana. That's a nicely weighted pass. It's out for a goal kick. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. It's an inviting looking ball that. That has been cut short. Played back to the goalkeeper. Tar. Goretzka. Rudiger, aim forwards. He's found a way through. The referee's awarded a free kick. Now it's Sané. Time to deliver. That's good play. Raul gets a cross in. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Diallo getting this one clear. Doué. Has a look and plays it forward. Gnabry. Now it's Kleindienst. Muscular approach does pay off here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Kessié, gently done. Ahmad. Fofana. Kessié. Takes the shot!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Rudiger chooses to go cross-field. So what can they make of this? Caresses it through. Shot a goal! Sané. Goretzka. Rudiger. Tar. Aim forwards. And it's Fofana. Gross. Realm. Tar shifted upfield, moved on forwards. Kimmich cuts it out. Goretzka. Rudiger. Ndika, and it's played forward. Kimmich. Gnabry. Raum has created one goal already. He's shifting through the gears here. Fofana. Raum forwards and with intent. And it's Sané. That's a throw. Kleindienst looking understandably energised after his goal. He has found the way through. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Has been cleared. Sané. Raul. Lovely feet. And that's aimed into the middle. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Now the cross. And the shot! And yes, it's there!
Ivory Coast, look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Great defending, strong and determined. Played out to the right. Very nicely done. And it's Kimmich. Kimmich gets a cross in. And they've got rid. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. Back into the middle. And he's there to get it away. Kimmich did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's really well manoeuvred. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kimmich. Adeyemi. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Driving on, a real charge here. He can get that clear. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Gross. Kimmich. Kimmich drives forward on the overlap. Doué. And it's played forward. Lofted upfield. Well read, and the danger is averted. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Indica. Aim forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Round. Gnabry. And it's Sané. Oh, that's a nice ball. And he's there to clear it. Gnabry. Goes for a shot! Split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Indica, gently done. And he goes cross-field. Doué. And here's Ahmad. He whips it across. And back out it comes. Now it's Gnabry. Germany have a chance to counter-attack. And it's Gnabry. Kimmich. That is lovely. Now it's Kleindienst. Gnabry. Succumbs to the pressure. And they can counter here. Indica. Played towards the other side. Doué. Kessier. Tar clears it away. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Sané. Raum. quality ball. Kleindienst is onto it in a flash. Moved on forwards. Adeyemi. Gnabry. Sané. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Aim forwards. Rudiger gets across to intercept that. Goretzka. Raum. Looks to the other side. Kosunu. Ndika. Ndika forwards and with intent. Goretzka. Tar. Rudiger shifted upfield. Raum. Cleared away. Germany have got it back and they'll have another go. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Kimmich. Kimmich, gently done. Kosunu cuts out the pass, and it's played forward. And that has been clubbed away. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Adeyemi! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. We get a throw in. Adeyemi. And here's Sané. Adeyemi. There are a few waiting for it. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now it's Sané. Sané. Gnabry. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Guesson. And he's picked out the run. And he's managed to get free. Guesson. That was very necessary. And here's Ahmad. And the finish!
Oh, that is rather wayward. Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Adeyemi. Germany getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. That's really well manoeuvred. Gross. And here's Gnabry. Showing good feet. And it's Kimmich. Adeyemi. Out to the right. Hoisted in. And he thumps it clear. Out to the left it goes. Chance here to counter. Goretzka gets over and intercepts. Gnabry, oh, good spread. Oh, it's come loose. Kimmich. Kimmich looking to get on the end of this. Gesson. Fofana. That's going to go a long way. There will be a throw-in. Doué. He is just caressing the ball. Tries to get it clear. Now that's well seen too. Goretzka. Two minutes to be added on. Goretzka shifted upfield. And the counter is on. Kosunu, long ball looking to counter. Oh, nice touch. Doué there. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. And that's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. Second period then underway. Kosunu. Ndika. Doué. Doué looking up to see who wants it. Might be danger here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Fofana. Kessié. Doué. Thinks about the shot. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Goretzka. Raum. Rudiger. Moved on forwards. Adeyemi. Kimmich. Adeyemi. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, they could break here. And it's Fofana. Ahmad. Over to the left. Delivers the ball. And here's Ahmad.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Tar. Gross. And it's played forward. Kessié. Ahmad. Played out to the right. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Rudiger gets it away. Kessié. And a chance! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Gross. Goretzka. Gnabry. Great ball if he can get there. And he shoots! Sticks it away! And the comeback is complete!
Ivory Coast really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Kimmich wins the duel this time. Ndika. Kessié. Kosunu. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Sané. Oh, some tackle that. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Ball's gone out of play. Goretzka. Guesson. Kosunu. Kessié. Kosunu. Kosunu played over towards the opposite flank. And that's a good ball. Adeyemi. Germany keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Rudiger. Aim forwards. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Adeyemi. Ndika, and the keeper's got it again. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Sané. Now it's Kleindienst. Gnabry. Out to the left it goes. Raul. Oh, what a climb! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Sané. Raum. Raum forwards and with intent. Cleared away. Adeyemi. Kleindienst is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Kimmich. Adeyemi. And here's Gnabry. Kleindienst. And he cuts out the supply. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Aim forwards. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Kimmich. Germany needing a change of fortune here. Moved on forwards. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's played forward. He can run onto that. Fofana. He's going to be disappointed with that. Ahmad. Looking for a decent ball in. The referee has given a corner. Tar is there and he can get that clear. Tar tries to clear. Doué. Kessié. Gnabry forwards and with intent. Kosunu makes the interception. Ndika. Fofana. Almost an hour gone. Kessié. That's really well manoeuvred. Ahmad. That has found him in acres of space. That has been knocked clear. Crossed it again. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that's definitely not his best. Sané. Played into space out wide. Nice interception, well timed.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Gross. Oh, good spread. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Kimmich. Out to the right. That's tidy. Adeyemi. Oh, that's neat. Played out wide. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
Doué. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Sané. Gnabry. Kimmich. Adeyemi. It's a good run down the right. Adeyemi. And it's played forward. Goretzka. Played back in. Gross. Ndika does really well to win the ball there. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
And the shot! Raum herring after the ball here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Do have a chance to counter here. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Oh, great shot, shoots! It just took too long getting forward.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Rudiger. Goretzka. Tar. Gross. Rudiger. Ahmad. Ball is over the line. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Climbs up big! Couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Kimmich. Nice physical challenge. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Ndika, and he goes cross-field. And here's Ahmad. And it's Fofana. Gnabry. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Adeyemi. Sané. There's the shot! No, not this time.
Well, the hold-up play as that move was being constructed was important for the runners, and more really should have been made of it.
Rudiger. Kimmich. Goretzka. Tar. It's just beyond his reach. It is quite a run he's making here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Doué. Kosunu forwards and with intent. Guessel. Chance! Raum. Goretzka. That's been drilled forward. Calmly anticipates. And it's Fofana. Kessié!
Gasson really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Rudiger. Rudiger shifted upfield. Goretzka cuts it out. Gnabry. Goretzka. Rudiger. Gross, aim forwards. Kimmich. Adeyemi. Now it's Kleindienst. Tries to get it clear. Goretzka. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Ndika. Ndika chooses to go cross-field. Now it's Ahmad. And it's Fofana. Guessel. 75 minutes played. Tar clears it away.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Adeyemi. Can he latch on to this?
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Rudiger cuts out the pass. And it's Gnabry. Gnabry! Now who's going to be first to this?
Germany really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Spread out to the left. Nicely shaped cross. And it's hoisted clear. Germany have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. It's run loose here. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Can he finish?
Ivory Coast clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Nice defending, physical and effective. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Diallo, gently done.
think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Moved on forwards. No way through, so back it comes. Doué. And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card. Ahmad. Very nicely done.
Ivory Coast surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Kimmich. And it's Kimmich. Gross. Gross shifted upfield. Germany are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Doué. He is through here.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gone a-begging.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be. It's really well cleared. And that's another throw. Ahmad. And he's heaved it away. It's gone out for a throw-in. Ahmad. Goretzka wins the duel this time.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire.
It's a mighty effort! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Keeper's got good distance on that. And it's been played through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now here's the delivery. Back in once more.
Ivory Coast clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And it's Sané. Gnabry. Out for a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Kosunu forwards and with intent. Goretzka. Gross. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Muscular approach does pay off here. Doué. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Played with finesse. And it's hoisted clear. Aimed in towards the centre. Tar gets good distance on it and claimed it back swiftly. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Goretzka attempts a clearance. Fofana! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Fofana really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Really well manoeuvred.
They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
Gnabry. Played out to the right. Kimmich looking to run onto it. Proves too strong.
Germany really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, it's come loose.
Germany really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And it's played forward. Deep into stoppage time. Raum. And it's Sané. Goretzka. Kleindienst played out to the left flank. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Doué aim forwards. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Now then, the ball's come loose. Doué. Played into the middle. Cleared away. Great defending, strong and determined. It's a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Ndika. Ndika, gently done. And he welcomes it in. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Can he deliver? Rudiger getting this one clear. Tar tries to clear. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Again, that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. Your reflections then, Jim?
Germany just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness and tension.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Ladies and gentlemen,